The Kremlin's insistence on keeping Putin's remarks private is unusual but not unprecedented. Russian officials have increasingly controlled the president's messaging since the Ukraine war entered its fourth year. What Putin says to allies is often different from the narrative broadcast to domestic audiences. Peskov's statement, "President Putin's speech will not be released to the media," was a reminder that Russia values control over exposure. By withholding the content, Moscow ensured that only those inside the BRICS meeting could interpret his tone and intent. This strategy also projects exclusivity. BRICS is presented as a private club, where leaders exchange words shielded from outside scrutiny. That too can be a form of soft power. Analysts suggest several reasons why Putin's speech might have been withheld. Ukraine and Gaza. Both conflicts are at the heart of global debates. Putin may have offered positions that he did not want Western media to twist or amplify. Economic cooperation. Russia's push for trade in national currencies, bypassing the US dollar, could have been a sensitive topic. Announcing it too openly risks triggering financial countermeasures. China-Russia coordination. Given the depth of Moscow's ties with Beijing, some of Putin's remarks may have been directed at Xi Jinping personally. Making them public could dilute their weight. Domestic considerations. Putin's speech may have contained concessions or cautious language that he preferred not to circulate back home, where hardline narratives dominate. Whatever the reason, the secrecy itself became the story. Putin's decision to cloak his words also reflected the pressures he faces. Russia's war in Ukraine has reached a grinding stalemate. Sanctions continue to squeeze the economy, and diplomatic space in the West remains closed. Within this context, BRICS is not just a summit. It is a rare forum where Putin is treated as a peer rather than a pariah. Images from Sochi showed him leaning slightly toward the camera, nodding occasionally as other leaders spoke. The symbolism was unmistakable. Russia is still in the room, still claiming influence in global affairs. For Putin, the most critical partner on that call was Xi Jinping. The Sino-Russian partnership has deepened since 2022, built on shared opposition to Western dominance and mutual economic benefits. China has become a key market for Russian energy, while Moscow supports Beijing's calls for a multipolar world order. Though Xi's remarks were not fully released at the same time, Chinese state media hinted at themes of unity and resistance against unilateral sanctions. For Putin, such echoes are essential. Together, Russia and China form the backbone of BRICS's political identity.